Mm-hmm. What's shaking?
Not much.
No? You just hung up a bunch of laundry. How was that? How did that go?
I'm a little sweaty.
Yeah?
And I can't open my window about it.
Oh, no.
I mean, not that folding laundry is a great exertion or anything, but, like, the couple of steps back and forth in this confined space of mine that is, like, made worse by the messiness of it all, so that my floor is kind of like a landmine. Mm-hmm. It's, plus given the natural heat of this room, which is about 15 degrees warmer than the rest of the house.
Uh-huh. It's rough out there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you survived, and now you've got folded clothes. How does it feel?
It feels weird, because I came home with these on Sunday.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't fold them till now.
Yeah. I've been there. I'm trying to get into the habit, because last time I did laundry, I was like, right as I finish my clothes, I'm going to fold them and put them away. And then I did, and I'm like, wow, my room is bigger than I thought it was when I don't have, like, clothes all over the floor. I'm like, oh, I can walk around. I can do, like, most of a circle around my bed, and it's fine.
Wow.
There's space.
I'm jealous. I need to, like, just seriously fucking deep clean my room, because it is, like, in addition to, like, things being everywhere, it's also fucking nasty.
Sure. Yeah, I need to...
Like, this shit has not seen a vacuum in over a month.
Oh, yeah. Do you have carpet?
No. Or it hasn't seen a broom either.
Yeah, I don't have carpet either. And I kind of prefer that because vacuum loud. Broom, soft, quiet, gentle. Prefer broom.
Yeah, but there are cracks in the wood slats of my floor that means that I kind of have to vacuum because I can't really sweep out of those crevasses.
Right. No, I understand. It is a necessary.
I like that we're talking about room cleaning.
Yeah, no, it's important.
To avoid talking about this fucking movie.
Well, we have to ease... this is the foreplay of the podcast. We have to ease people into the fact that we're going to be talking about a movie. And also, cleaning is really popular right now.
Yeah, Marie Kondo, hey.
Yeah.
One of my friends is gonna come over and Marie Kondo my shit next weekend.
Nice.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah, with any luck.
Yeah. Or you can just put me on the line and I'll just talk to my cat while you clean your room, like we just did before we started recording this podcast.
Honestly, that doesn't sound that bad.
I'd be willing to dedicate a good hour to that.
Sounds decent.
Yeah. Making plans on the podcast.
Yeah.
Speaking of podcasts, do we want to... Is that enough of an intro for everyone, you greedy bastards?
Is that enough of an intro for us?
Yeah. I think we just have to bite the bullet and get into it.
Yeah. Welcome to Fear Baiting, everyone. It's your number one Catholic Guilt podcast. I'm Sarah.
I'm Blair.
And it's podcast.
It's fear baiting. So before we get into the movie we watched this week, are there upcoming horror movies to put off the time that we're going to spend talking about this movie?
Let's see. Happy Death Day to You has gotten a clip release.
Oh, nice.
And that movie's coming out in a week and a half, give or take.
The 13th or the 14th?
By the time you're hearing this, actually, yeah, it's the 13th. By the time you're hearing this, it's coming out in about a week.
That's a Wednesday. Oh,
Velvet Buzzsaw is out.
Oh, it's out?
Yeah, that was out on February 1st.
Oh, for some reason I thought it was coming out like in March.
No.
Well, that's fine.
Netflix doesn't normally tease that far in advance of things, I think.
That's true. Well, fuck. I'm gonna have to watch that now.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark got a poster, and Guillermo del Toro... I don't know if this is us learning it or if this was just us being reminded, but Guillermo del Toro is directing.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that. He doesn't do enough horror.
No, he doesn't. When was the last one he did? Like... Pan's Labyrinth?
I guess.
Is that horror?
Probably. I feel like I, at one point, accredited...
He does so many horror analogous things that it's kind of easy to forget that he doesn't do horror that often.
Right.
Like, because, like, Shape of Water... Well, he did Crimson Peak. That's right.
Yeah. But that one's apparently a little controversial.
In terms of quality or in terms of being labeled a horror movie?
In terms of quality.
Okay. Like, The Shape of Water is very adjacent to...
Well, it's an homage to Creature of the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
So...
Pac Rim has some pretty... Pac Rim has some... like, he's just really good at monster designs.
Yeah. I wouldn't say Pac Rim is even adjacent to a horror. I just think it's a monster movie. Not even a monster movie, it's a big robot monster movie.
The giant man anime genre?
Yes. We love the giant men.
The big boys.
But no, I'm super excited for that. That's going to be really exciting.
We should... I was going to say we should watch The Devil's Backbone at some point, but then I remembered.
You can just say come back to do a guest episode and I'll be there.
Yeah, I know. I'm just... It's harder for me to, like, list movies willy-nilly that is just, you know?
Yeah. We can't watch literally every movie that's ever come out.
Yeah.
We can just watch them, though.
We can, that's true.
I
we
still
just
exist.
Do that. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Do you have podcast object permanence?
Who? I have no idea who Seda is.
If they're not on the podcast with me at the second, they don't exist.
Yeah.
So true.
That's true. Dean Norris is in Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, by the way. I think that's his first role after his incredible turn in The Book of Henry.
Oh, God. This cannot be his most recent movie since then.
Let's look up Dean Norris movies.
I feel like he's just sometimes kind of in things. You know what I mean?
You're not wrong. No, okay, he was in a movie called Beirut last year, and he was in a movie called Death Wish last year.
Okay, that sounds correct. I don't know either of those movies, but yep, if I was going to guess what kind of films he has in his docket, those would be the kind of movies I would list.
That's right. They made Death Wish because they were like, hey, does everyone remember the Charles Bronson movies of Death Wish? Yeah? Okay, what if we made those now, but with Bruce Willis, and he's old?
But not Bruce Willis. But with Bruce...
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's got Bruce Willis.
Okay.
This isn't really news, but Vincent D'Onofrio said fuck TERFs, which I appreciated.
Oh, this is news to me.
Yeah, did you not see this? Do you know who Vincent D'Onofrio is, right? Did you see Daredevil?
Yes.
He was the Kingpin.
Okay.
He's also been an actor in a lot of things.
Sure.
He was the bug guy in Men in Black.
Sure.
The sugar water guy. Anyways.
He says fuck TERFs?
He said fuck TERFs, yeah.
Nice.
And then he was also like, please someone explain to me stand. Is it not simply stand?
Oh, I was also that person, though. At one point in my life. And now I've been ruined as just a person, and now I have to ritually sacrifice myself because I know what stand means.
Yeah.
And so do you. Oh, when I said I'm leaving this podcast, I mean I'm taking Sarah with me.
Yeah. This podcast is just going to be an hour of 2 minutes of dead air, the intro music, and then like 58 minutes of dead air.
Yeah, and then the outro music. Or if we have a guest on, just a really confused guest for an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we don't like hop on Discord and open up Audacity when we do this. We kind of just are appeared into a void that we cannot escape from until we are done discussing the movie. And then only then are we allowed to leave.
It's kind of like It's kind of like the Mystery Science Theater 3000 setup, except for sometimes the movies are good.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and it's also, but it's just a black void, and we just have to. We get a movie like the information just shot into our brain, you know.
And now we have to talk about it.
And
so
then we are pulsed to talk about it.
So we haven't seen the movie yet, but we're going to go have it pulsed into our brain right now real quick. So we're just going to do a quick edit here, cut it out. When we're back.
Edit out all the screaming that we just did, because it's an extremely painful process. Why are we creating lore now?
I don't know, but it seems like the fitting thing to do. But I mean, I think we just kept it secret, and now we know that you're leaving anyways. What are they going to do to us?
Right, exactly.
Better kill me in one shot. Better make it count. Better kill me in one hit.
So we watched The Nun.
Yeah.
It's your fault. This was a Patreon poll episode. It's your fault.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So this might be one of my least favorite movies we've ever seen on this podcast.
Yeah. So this is a continuation of the Conjuring series, and I'm generally a fan of the main through line of the Conjuring. I think the first one is a genuinely good horror movie, and the second one is at least, interesting.
I liked the first one. I haven't seen the second.
I like the second one, even though I know the real story, and it kind of ruins the movie because obviously the real story is super fakey, because ghosts aren't real, but it's so obviously fakey when you hear all the facts about it. So it's a little distracting, but it's a good movie. I haven't seen Annabelle because fuck that ugly piece of shit. And then I guess the Nun showed up in the third Conjuring, I think, which I haven't seen either. And now there's a movie about it. So then we watched it. So okay. This
this movie starts with it
starts with a kind of a previously
it's a previously on. It's we were talking about Supernatural a lot during the movie because we weren't talking about the actual movie when we were watching it because we were just so fucking bored.
Right.
But Supernatural came to mind when it was the previously on, because it was just hey, here's some things that happened in the previous Conjuring movies.
But it's cut like
and
a trailer.
now we're in 1950s England.
Yeah, so it's cut like a trailer. So when we were watching it, we were both like, "Hey, did we actually just get an hour and 30-minute long trailer for this movie?" Then I skipped forward a little bit, and actual movie happened. So we were like, did they just put the trailer before the movie? No, that's just how it is. It's just like that. It's baffling. It's so strange how it's this movie seems to be kind of forced into the continuity. It's answering questions I wasn't really interested in learning the answers to. It's filling out characters that I didn't even really remember existed and don't really care about the backstory to. And it only barely has anything to do with the frauds that are the oh god, what are their last names?
The Connors.
No, the Warrens.
Warrens, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I've been watching I watched a Terminator movie for the first time last week. I think I mentioned on the podcast.
So now everyone's a Terminator?
Yeah.
The nice. But no, that's just how it is. So we get flashback to 1952 Romania, where some Catholic nuns are fucking around in a monastery, and they get ooked and spooked by a ghosty nun.
Yep, and then the fucking they get spooked by a ghosty nun. And then one of the nuns dies, and the other nun is like, "Okay, bye," and puts a noose around her neck and jumps out the fucking window.
So cool, great.
And then the French Canadian character, whose name I don't even know because they just called him Frenchy the entire fucking movie.
Is he French Canadian, or did you just say that?
He said that was his line at the end of the movie when he like that was his badass line.
Oh, that he's French Canadian.
His badass line was, "I'm French Canadian."
Oh God.
That's why I was like, really, dude, when that happened.
Oh my God. So he's French Canadian. What is he? I guess people can just move places, but what is he doing in 1952 Romania? It's fine. It's fine. Let's not think about it too hard. So then we're in the.
Oh no, sorry. His nickname is not Frenchie. His name is Frenchie.
No. His name is Maurice.
Oh, it is Maurice. Sorry. The Wikipedia article just like says the pair traveled to Romania and meet with Frenchie.
Yeah. Well, that's because what they call him through the entire movie, but apparently he does have a first name.
Yeah, but so the people are the pair are Father Burke, who gets the sexy priest. Because it's not really a movie about Catholicism if you don't have someone who's having a challenge of faith.
Right.
And who the fuck else is it?
Sister Irene?
Sister Irene.
Mm-hmm.
She's teaching sacrilege.
Yeah, she's teaching a bunch of students at her, like, nunnery or whatever about dinosaurs. Well, not really. She's just like, hey, look at these weird dragons, basically.
Yeah. Oh my God. The thing about this movie is that, like, it takes place in the 1950s.
Yes.
This movie looks like it came from, like, the fucking 1800s.
Yeah, I don't know if they knew what Europe looked like. Europe is just always old-timey land, right? Is what this movie is suggesting to us.
Europe always just kind of looks like vampire times.
Mm-hmm. But I think, especially if you mix in the weird, vampiric decadence of Catholicism, you know, it all kind of starts to feel like 1889.
Yeah.
Catholics are just like that.
Were you raised Catholic?
I was.
Okay, so I was raised Protestant, so I don't know shit about Catholicism. Really.
I was raised Catholic, and I don't know shit about Catholicism.
You are so valid.
Yeah, because whenever the age, I think it was a little bit older than the age that it's appropriate to be confirmed. My parent, like, I was like, no, like, you would have to, like, I was not going to church because I loved going to church, you know. I was going to church because it was like an obligation.
Yeah, same here.
And my mom was like, hey, you get confirmed for me. And I'm like, I'm going to have to talk to this old man who I've literally never said a word to before in my life, and we have no relationship whatsoever. And just tell him about my, like, sins or whatever. I'm like, nah, hard pass. Hard pass on that one. Yeah, you have to go to confession to get confirmed. And it's, yeah, no thank you. So Catholicism whack. Whack and decadent, especially in Rome and the Vatican. And it was fun. It was honestly kind of fun to see everyone's outfits. You know?
Yeah.
Dressed up in all their fucking chains. There's a reason why non-Catholics think the Catholic Church is, Catholic Church is the Antichrist.
I've never heard that sentiment expressed, but I'm neither Catholic nor did I have many dealings with Catholics.
Yeah, they think it's the mark of the beast and the sign of the end times.
Okay.
That's why there was such, I mean, not exactly why, but that is kind of why there was such a big stink when Kennedy was the first Catholic president.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it doesn't make sense, but, like, there's logic you can follow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, Kennedy was the president, so he was certainly an antichrist. But ciao. Also, I got a new Fitbit, and apparently I didn't get a new Fitbit, but sorry, this is unrelated, but I was just noticing it. I got my Fitbit working again, and apparently I have taken 400 odd steps today when I've sat in my chair for the last hour and a half.
That's really impressive. I'm super proud of you.
Thanks. I got up for a few minutes to put laundry away, I guess.
Yeah. I can't believe you're astral projecting around your apartment.
It's been that kind of day.
So they go so Sister Irene has not been like nunned, I guess, yet.
Yeah, she's
so
not
that's a
been
thing.
she has not gone Ultra Instinct and gotten her nun like shit.
Yeah.
She has not become
What are you trying to do here?
Become a nun.
There's no reason to portmanteau it.
There's not. But why does humanity climb Mount Everest? Because it is there.
Do you want me to just leave you here while you try to figure out a suitable combination of those two words?
I think Beeknun is the best I'm gonna get.
And it's still not very good.
It's actively bad, I would even go so far as to say.
It sounds like neither of the words that you're trying to combine it with.
Yeah.
So
like it sounds like I'm trying to like do beacon and like nothing.
Right. So great job, everyone. Yeah?
What can I say? I'm tired.
Yeah. Say it like you mean it, jeez.
I'm
How do you really feel?
I'm sleepy.
No, don't
That's
sleep.
how I really feel.
Don't sleep on podcasts.
But what if I did?
No nap on podcasts.
You can't stop me because you're not the cops or my mom.
No, but I don't know.
So,
if I,
so what?
I don't know if I can carry the dead weight of this movie by myself.
Yeah. What happens next?
So they go to Romania and they meet Frenchie, previously discussed Frenchie, who had found the dead body of the woman in the nunnery in Romania, the monastery.
Yeah, the abbess.
And he's like, no, I don't want to show you shit. And they're like, ha, 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 charming. And they're like, the nun and this dude is like, flirt. And chemistry.
Walks out in his long johns and you can see his dong a little bit.
Yep, dong johns. That's why they call them long johns.
Nice.
So yeah, it's a good look. This guy is
sorry. This is almost a complete non sequitur, but I've been watching Mob Psycho 100 lately. And do you think Reagan would like wear like a fucking Ebenezer Scrooge ass nightie?
Well, he has canonical PJs, but he does give them away to aliens. So yes.
He's got the butt flap.
Yes. Well, that's not. Those are two different things you're describing. 90 don't have butt flap, but like 1Z has butt flap.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we were talking about the budget of this movie. Hold on, Blue. Let's do a quick scene. I want to do it. Hey, Riddle voice. I want to do a scene where you are explaining to me just how much money this movie made.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Blair.
Guess how much movie this... Fucked it up. No, I fucked it up already. Guess how much money this movie made?
Well, the thing is, if you were to ask me guess how much movie this money made, the answer would be 96 minutes.
Oh. That's pretty good.
Thanks. But my guess for how much money this movie made, is it like... Well, it was $22 million to make, so
yes,
it can't have made more than $100 million. So I'm going to say maybe $70 million.
You wish it made $70 million.
So this is a joke that if we seem like we're acting weird about this, it's because we did this during the recording or during the movie watching.
Yes.
And I was kind of pissed that Blair hadn't saved it for the podcast, and I was kind of pissed at myself that I hadn't been like, wait for the podcast to tell me.
Yes, it is.
But so let's just go to where I was walking up, because then I said $150 after that.
Yeah. No, it is 306. $365.6 million.
$1 million for every day that there is in the year.
That is U.S. American Catholic dollars. $365.6 million blessed by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is what this movie raked in. Because when we were discussing it, I was like, either this flopped or it made a stupid amount of money. And, you know, there was one I was hoping for. But unfortunately, movies don't flop like they should anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like the Chinese markets just buoy everything, because this movie only made about 117 million domestically.
That is still too much.
It still is too much, but it made more than twice that in other territories.
Yeah,
and that's I'm almost certain that's just like Chinese box office.
Well, yeah, because it premiered in September 4th in China.
Yes,
before it premiered in.
So the Wikipedia article, under the critical response, it goes into some spirituality-based reviews of this movie.
Oh yeah, when I was looking for this movie to watch, I found an article from CatholicNews.biz about why you shouldn't watch The Nun. So lay this on me.
The plugged-in review for the film summarized the spirituality evident in the film. Evil is real, the movie tells us, but so is God. Spiritual trappings are everywhere, and when in doubt or danger, you can't go wrong with a little prayer. In her review of the film published in the National Catholic Reporter, Sister Rose Pacate, a nun belonging to the Daughters of St. Paul, stated that there are two Catholic theological aspects of this film that are accurate. One is that the devil exists, and the other is that Mary, the mother of Jesus, will show us the way. Another religious sister, Nicole Reich, stated in her review of the film published on Sci-Fi Wire that if Valak was a real demon, he would never be able to reveal himself while, quote, the sisters were in perpetual adoration because the Lord was present. What this has made me want more than anything in the world, Blair, I want a Cinema Sins nun to just critique Christian movies.
Yes.
Because that's what Nicole Reich did.
Yeah.
If Valak was a real demon, he would not be able to reveal himself while the sisters were in perpetual adoration because the Lord was present. Ding. But the ding is just like a sound font from video games. It's just like, oh.
Mhm. Yeah.
But I don't think it would be called Cinema Sins. It would be called Cinema Commandments or something.
Cinema Sins is already good because sin, it already has religious connotations to it.
Yeah, but the thing is that it's already so you got to come up with the second best name for it.
Maybe you just do cinema, but it's with S-I-N instead of C-I-N, so it's Cinema Sins. So it's just the spelling of it. Okay,
but how about this? You just call it Confessions, and then the intro and outro music is it's Usher's Confessions.
Okay. I feel like that's a different thing though.
What's that?
I feel like that's a different thing though.
Like confessional.
Well, yeah, but what does that have to do
with
with
confess your sins.
Yes, but what does that have to do if a movie is good or bad or not?
I'm not talking about whether or not the movie's bad. I'm talking about the sins. So she is doing maybe she's maybe the role of the director or something, and she's just confessing her cinema sins.
Sure. You've made a couple logical leaps here.
Like what?
Well, let's not get into it.
Oh my god. So
for the next fucking 90 minutes, nothing happens.
Nothing happens. What happens next is that Father Burke gets pulled into... So there is some very bad editing in this, and everyone knows the horror movie trope of looking at something and then looking back and it's gone, or it's the Batman departure, right. The one where and the thing that makes it impressive is that Batman will say something and then Commissioner Gordon will turn around half a second later and say something back and Batman's already gone. But there's a scene here where Frenchie sees the ghost and then just whips his head he turns his head to the right and then turns his head to the left for 5 seconds. And a normal and then looks back and the nun is gone, and a normal human could have just scampered out of view.
Right. Yeah, it's so in the same scene, if I recall correctly, the nun falls out of a tree to hang herself, but it's like the demon nun, and then
Yes.
Frenchie's like, "What?" And then it falls on him, and he's like, "Oh no!" And it's like, and then the thing is like, "I am a haunted house monster, and I'm breaking the no touching rule, because I've fallen on top of you, and I'm gonna try to eat your face off." And he's like, "Oh geez," and he runs away.
Like, the thing is that, like, one of the few compliments that I had for the movie going at that moment, like, up to that point, was that, like, they were doing a decent job of, like, presenting the nun as, like, this figure that, like, you know it's a nun, you know it's going to have a habit, but also it is, like, kind of an obscured figure still.
Sure.
And then, like, before the 30-minute mark, they just show you the monster's whole ass face.
Well, they do that before this movie even happens. Like, because Lorraine Warren is fucking painting the nun in its fullness. With
Yes,
the face
of course.
and everything. So it's like that seal has already been broken a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
But it looks literally like, I'm like, oh, so now from, like, in haunted houses, like, from here on out, everyone is going to have a nun that's dressed exactly like this, because it's so easily recreatable, because it is quite ugly. It is quite unimpressive.
It just looks like shit. What was the other thing that I got really mad about at this moment in the movie?
Well, not exactly. So everyone's just kind of running around and getting ooked and spooked.
Yeah.
It's really stupid.
It's like 20 minutes of a haunted graveyard, because then Father Burt comes out and he's like, "What's going on?" And then he gets jump scared by a child who has a snake come out of his mouth, and the child is like the ghost of the child that he killed during an exorcism before.
Yeah. And then he gets jump scared into his own grave.
Yeah. And then his bell starts ringing. But then, thankfully, Irene is, like, able to, like, fucking, like, close her eyes and, like, feel, like, and then all the bells in the graveyard start ringing, which is the thing where, in old-timey days, there would be bells. Like, when you looked this up, like, how long ago were they talking when they were talking about, like, when they were using this technology?
Oh, I don't know off the top of my head. This is just a thing that I knew, that I've learned. Yeah, I actually don't know if this is 100% true, if it's just folklore, but it is said that, they used to, bury people with bells on their graves and with a little string in their casket. So just in case they did a bad job telling if someone was dead, which, I mean, before medicine was, like, good, I can imagine definitely happened. They would be like, "Hey, if this person, like, wakes up, there's a little bell that they can ring." To let people know that they're still alive in there.
By the way, that was 1800s.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
So, again, very, very in place in this content. I'm sure those are, like, leftovers from, like, old-timey shit or whatever, but, like, I feel like a bell is gonna rust to the point of... God, I just feel like I'm getting full cinema sins on this movie now.
You can't, I know it's super tempting, but there's so much basic stuff that's bad with it that you cannot get detail-oriented.
Yeah, you're right. But anyways, he falls in there and he just, like, starts ringing it for 10 seconds, and then Irene, like, digs him out and almost fucking shovels him in the face.
Yeah, while he's in this, like, casket, first of all, there's no dirt that's falling into him. It's not, like, being crushed under the weight of, like, 3 to 5 feet of dirt. And he's just, like, fine, and he's got plenty of room to just, like, sit. And then he gets attacked by nun hands. Demon nun hands. And it takes about 15 minutes for this woman to unbury, to dig. Do you know how much work digging is? Have you ever had to dig a hole before?
I've had to shovel snow before, and I can't handle it.
Right. That's a good, like, hour of work, I would say, at least. Because dirt just keeps falling in on itself, etc., etc. But no, she gets him out while he's being attacked by demon hands in about 15 minutes, and then almost spades him in the fucking face. Like,
mere inches shy, she stops.
And I don't know what her goal is here. So you just like stab the fucking casket with your shovel, instead of, I don't know, like prying it off with your shovel. It seems like stabbing at it would be the least effective way to remove the cover of a casket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Irene and Burke go back to the Abbey the next day, but only Irene can enter because it's cloistered, which is a word that I had heard before, but I actually had no idea what the definition was until just now.
Sure.
I mean, it's a word that shows up on magic cards a lot. Okay, fuck off.
No, it's fine. I didn't expect you to know it.
So you just laughed at me in a way that made me feel like I was being made fun of, and it's been a week, Blair.
No, you're justified to think I was making fun of you because I often make fun of you.
You do.
But it's all out of love.
I know.
And affection.
Yeah. And it has nothing to do with why I kicked you off why you were leaving the podcast.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good joke.
Thanks. Got me really good, too, and I'm the one that said it.
So they talk about the history of it, and it's basically demons, catacombs.
Yep. They're keeping the demon locked down by just praying nonstop.
Yeah. Which, fine. And then
the
demon is sealed away with the blood of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That exists within an artifact, which is fucking insane. The bombing. So this Wikipedia article. I mean, I watched this movie, but just seeing it spelled out in front of me is the best thing ever. The bombings during the Second World War created the rift to reopen, unleashing the entity. Like what?
And then they just said, "Hey, that's Valak," and also the abbess is dead. Has been dead this whole time.
Yeah, so great. So then they like do an epic battle against the demon, I guess. And it's like not really anything happening.
Yeah, because Irene talks to a lot of nuns, and they're like, "Yes, we must pray." And then she goes to the prayer area to keep the demon away, but it turns out everyone she talked to didn't exist.
It's like the worst horror RPG ever. You know?
Yeah, like you're doing fetch quests, and then it's like, just kidding, plot twist, woo!
Yeah, for sure. No, literally. Because, yeah, that's why it's like, I kind of zoned out halfway through this movie, because I was just like, it's just fetch quests that are happening.
I am very impressed that you managed to make it to the halfway point of this movie before zoning out.
So, they get, a key to the blood of Christ. And then, what's her name? Irene gets her vows done while she's lying on the ground by the priest. And so now she's a real nun. She's a real-ass nun. And then they fight in, like, an underground catacomb river lake.
Yeah.
And, like, Irene has the blood of Christ in the little thing.
Yeah.
She drinks it, I think. She puts it in her mouth.
She puts it in her mouth and then replaces it with water. And then the nun is like, aha, I've got the crystal now. And then she looks in it and is like, wait, this is water. And then Irene spits the blood of Christ out of her mouth.
Yeah, and then it gets into the water, and then the nun is, like, screaming and writhing. And then there's, like, a little falling action where people are like, gee whiz, wiping the sweat off their brow, basically like, gee whiz, we sure went through a lot.
Yeah. And then the nun comes back and tries to kill Frenchie.
Yeah.
And then Frenchie's, like, pinned up against the wall, and he says, I'm French-Canadian, motherfucker. And then he, like, smears blood or something? I really don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's been possessed by Valak because there's an inverted cross on his neck. There's so much fucking stupid cross shit in this movie. Because early in this movie, a cross turns both turns upside down and catches on flames. And I'm like, yeah, I would say that is a little bit on the nose. Maybe just a little bit on the nose.
Just like a tiny little bit on the nose, I think.
Yeah. And then, Burke is trying to exorcise something. The crucifix turns red hot and catches the person on flame. Like, they go up in flames.
Uh-huh.
On flame is not. They get caught on fire. That's how the English language works. I'm not literate anymore. So whatever. I'm feral. I'm going fucking completely feral and rabid.
Yeah, don't you ever get tired of watching bad movies? Don't you just want to go ape shit?
Yes, I do want to go ape shit. And then, the fucking most infuriating thing about this movie is that, like, we gotta bookend it with the Warrens or else this isn't a Conjuring movie. So they're like, hey guys, do you remember that one scene in the first movie where, like, Ed and Lorraine Warren were showing this, like, thing at a university, and they were talking about this dude who's, like, possessed? Well, it's the same guy. I mean, he looks completely different because he's played by a different actor, but it's the same guy. It's a less attractive version of the same guy. Isn't that scary?
I'm personally terrified.
I hate this fucking movie. It makes sense that the movies surrounding Ed and Lorraine Warren are getting progressively worse and worse, because the further you look into the cases that they've had anything to do with, the more you realize how bad of stories they are. You know what I mean? Because they're still
just every Conjuring movie has cracked over $300 million, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Because Conjuring 1 did that. Conjuring 2 did that. Conjuring 3 has not happened yet. Mm-hmm. Annabelle didn't. Annabelle Creation did.
There's two Annabelle movies. How many Nun movies do you think there's going to be?
Well, there might be a sequel according to James Wan.
He didn't even direct it. He was just throwing money at it. He's just a producer. James Wan, get your act together.
Yeah. Oh, God.
It says, it received generally mixed reviews, with praise for its performances and atmosphere, fair, but criticism for its weak narrative and over-reliance on jump scares. Despite this, it was a major box office success.
This movie?
Yes.
Ugh.
Yeah, actually, I think everyone did a really solid job.
The acting in here was fine, but, like, everything they was just awful.
Yeah, it's hard to, like, appreciate.
Like, nothing was actually scary. Everything was either extremely dark so that you couldn't fucking see it, or, like, way too well. Like, you weren't able to see the shit you were supposed to see, and you could see the shit you weren't supposed to see.
Yeah. And so I am a victim to jump scares. I don't think they make a good movie, but I've definitely been pretty startled by a jump scare. I've just kind of sat through jump scares in this movie, like, oh, I guess
yeah. I'm on the same train as you with that. You want to do questions?
We have to rate the movie first.
Oh, that's okay. On a scale of 0 to 5,
blood of Christ.
Vessels containing Jesus Christ's blood. I'm gonna give this one, like, the actors bump it up to, like, a 1.5 for me.
I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5. Just kidding. Yeah, 1.5. 1.52 maybe.
Yeah, it's just bad.
Yeah, it's not good, and it's not even compelling, I feel like, is the problem. You know what I mean? Maybe if I saw it in the theater, it'd be a different experience, but at the same time, I was like looking
It just
at my
it gave me no reason to like. I gave it my attention. I gave it my interest, and then it just disrespected me and my time.
Yeah. It came into my office on my daughter's birthday.
The day of my daughter's wedding, but go off.
Whatever it is. Fucking, I have not seen the movie.
I haven't either, and I still know that.
Whatever.
But to be fair, I did think I was a man for 17 years, so I heard that line a lot.
Is that what socialization does? It just makes you know that line?
Is that what?
Is that what socialization does? It just makes you know that line?
Yeah, I don't know what socialization means. I am that Griffin McElroy vine. I don't know what socialization means, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask.
Being raised as a dude makes you know, that's The Godfather, right? Or is that Scarface?
I think it's The Godfather.
Oh, God. There's too many mob movies. Don't yell at us. We don't know anything.
If you ask me, not enough mob movies, but Mob Psycho movies.
Yeah?
There should be a Mob Psycho movie. Thank you.
I don't know if I agree, but maybe. Hey, did you ever watch the live action Mob Psycho?
What?
Oh, Netflix did. There's a Netflix original. So I was
Why does Netflix just keep doing those? Do those do well?
No, but the thing is, Netflix puts money towards literally everything because the stuff that's successful is extremely successful, so they can afford to fund bullshit.
I just they throw so much money around and they're not getting out of the huge financial hole that they dug themselves into at this point.
Are they in a financial hole?
Oh yeah, last year Netflix's financials came back and they were $500 million in the hole.
Yeah, that's probably why they're super in debt, because they keep taking huge financial risks by sponsoring shows that are not particularly good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a live action Mob Psycho 100 and it sucks so much. The actor who plays Mob looks like he's maybe 17.
Oh, Blair, I'm sorry. I extremely understated the amount of debt that they are in because they are in $5 billion worth of debt.
That is so much money. That's a fake amount of money. How do you... Some of the richest people's net worth is $5 million. How do you get that much in debt? $5 billion, I mean. Excuse me.
Yeah.
What kind of irresponsible spending do you have? How many gold-plated yachts did you have to buy in order to get...
Since they started doing streaming, their business model has never made any sense to me. I just don't understand how they turn a profit with a $7 or $8 monthly fee. And I know it's higher now, but for a time it was $7 or $8, and they had to have been paying money out the ass for those licensing things. Yeah.
Well, they paid $150 million, right, for Friends? That's what the amount was, or was it more?
Let me just double check. How much did Netflix pay for Friends? $100 million.
$100 million, great.
And that's only for this year.
Oh, God. Stop watching Friends.
To be fair, that is less than, hold on, let me do some quick, that's 2% of the debt that they're in, so it's really nothing.
I guess so. It is just a drop in the bucket. Imagine $100 million being a drop in the bucket because you're in so much debt.
Can you imagine the idea of $100 being a drop in the bucket?
Yeah, no, for sure.
I bought pizza last night, and it cost me $30. I had to think for a long time about how badly I really wanted that pizza.
Yeah, I bought LaCroix and lettuce last night, and it came up to $9.50, and I was like, oof, that hurts a little bit more than I thought it would. Yeah, it's rough out there.
Yeah.
But I gotta have that LaCroix. Gotta have that bubbly flavored water. Questions? Let's do questions.
Yeah. I'm lucky about my LaCroix enjoyment. I'm lucky to be a LaCroix enjoyer because the local grocery of Wegmans has a very good fake LaCroix.
Oh, I mean, fake LaCroix is great. It's just that I like.
And it's like $1 for a 12-pack.
Oh, nice. That's
not exactly that cheap, but it's pretty fucking cheap.
Nice. So we can do questions for this movie, but we did get a question for last week's movie that was interesting that I do want to talk about.
Oh, I didn't see that. Let me pull it up. I'll read the questions. That's my job.
It's by Twitter users at SoufJohn.
SoufJohn, who wants to know, what do you think of the interpretation of the characters as representing the stages of grief?
I think it's interesting. I never really considered that.
Because Ventress is definitely
acceptance.
Yeah.
Right? You think so?
Anya, what are the 5 steps? Despair.
Well, there's denial.
Denial, anger, bargaining.
Hold on. Are you Googling it? 'Cause I'll
5 stages of grief. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance.
Okay. So, I feel like
I think
Lena would be denial, right?
Yes. Anya would be anger. Mm-hmm. Ventress, I guess, is Josie is acceptance.
Oh, I guess so. I was gonna say,
Ventress is more depression to me than anything.
Yeah, or bargaining.
But then that leaves Cass for depression.
That's true.
Like, I don't know where Cass... The thing that's throwing me for this is Cass, because I don't think she fits into any of these really cleanly. Like, yeah. I feel like this, like, hits, and you're like, oh, okay, Lena is denial. Like, this feels like a brain blast moment.
Yeah.
And then there's just, like, that one hanging Chad that makes it a little bit difficult. Like, oh, yeah, Lena is denial, and Josie is acceptance, and Anya is anger, and Ventress is depression, and Cass is... bargaining.
I guess. I mean, it doesn't not make sense.
I just don't read I just don't know. Maybe I'm just forgetting things, but I don't remember what about Cass was particularly bargaining. The read, I fully agree with the read otherwise, and I'd be happy to...
No, definitely. I think there's substance there for sure. I would like to read film theory on it or whatever. So that's from last week, and so this week's question is from Ryan.
Well, we have 2 actually.
Oh, we do? Fabulous.
Yeah, you just can't see because one of them is from a locked account.
Okay, cool.
This question from @SewerPeak, Ryan wants to know, what famous horror characters are most likely to attend Chunch?
Church.
I know they wrote Church. I just felt like saying Chunch.
No, it's good. I just thought they mistyped it as Chunch, which would have been very funny. I was, I guess, just a little disappointed when I saw that they actually spelled it correctly.
Sorry to. I've been thinking about friend of the show, friend of the podcast, Seta's rap battle that they typed out about being chubby.
Yeah.
About, like, fat and chunchy.
Fat and chunchy. It's good.
I've been thinking about that nonstop.
So, Jason Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees did not become Catholic. He has been Catholic this whole damn time.
Yeah, he's a good boy. He does a murder sometimes, but he's a good boy.
Freddy Krueger ever go to church?
No. Freddy Krueger's not a good boy.
Well, no, obviously not, but, like, I'm talking, like, reboot Freddy Krueger. The Freddy Krueger who died because he got burned to death for touching children.
Oh, God. I forgot about that. Oh, God. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe as a child. Like, I don't know. Like, that just, like, that feels like Catholic guilt that manifested in the worst possible way.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit on the nose, I would say. But I get it.
Yes.
I get it. It's a little bit on the nose as sort of social commentary.
Hellraiser goes to Demon Church.
Yes. Yes.
I joke about that, but, like, whatever, like, the hell version of church is, if there is such a thing... like, if there is a place of demonic worship, that's where Hellraiser goes. Well, Pinhead. His name is not Hellraiser. Just gotta call him Hellraiser.
Hellraiser from the movie Hellraiser.
You know, like Undertale, the man of Undertale.
Pinhead Hellraiser. How about the Xenomorph? Is the Xenomorph Catholic?
No, the Xenomorph is agnostic, and the Xenomorph also fucks.
The Xenomorph is a new atheist.
Yeah.
The Xenomorph pays money.
I said agnostic because I didn't want to think that the Xenomorph would, like, in their spare time, just, like, get around to, like, watching some, like, fucking rationalists on YouTube.
We should reclaim atheism, I think. It's time.
I mean,
it's time for atheism to be, like, normal again.
Yeah, we've got a lot of work to do though, because there have been some fucking men.
Oh, isn't it always the case?
Men, I hate to say that men be like, but the thing is that men do kind of be like.
Men definitely do be like, is the thing.
Like, speaking as a man, I'm sure you can address this problem a little bit more on the nose than I can, but, like, men be like.
In my experience as a man, I would have to say that men do indeed be like. Especially if they're straight.
Oh god, straight? Sorry, I just almost knocked my book. I just almost knocked a book off of my desk. The Book of Annihilation that I bought during the podcast last week. That was a legendary fear-baiting moment, if you ask me.
It was, I kept it in.
Top 10 fear-baiting moments. Oh, I can't believe it was it in question that you would leave it in? I thought that was like funny.
Oh, I mean, it was just kind of like, it just kind of like interrupted everything, and I was like, oh, I forgot it had happened until I listened it back, and I was like, oh, but it's good, is the thing.
Yeah.
Wow, this is organized. What's the next question?
Our next question is from Michelangelo, who wants to know from @hey__ what's up. Who says, y'all ever go to Bible camp? I went to Bible camp for my Filipino church, and it was just an excuse for all the parents and grandparents to get drunk and tell ghost stories. Bible camp was actually very scary for me, and it was actually the first time I encountered the supernatural. Never been to Bible camp.
I have gone to, so there was never Bible camp for my church, because I went to an old people church, an old people Catholic church, but my friend, like most of my friends, were Lutheran, because Minnesota is a big Lutheran Protestant state, despite having several cities named after saints. So I went to Bible camp for a week called Camp Wapo. And my friend basically just abandoned me. Like, she's like, I'm gonna hang out doing all these other things. And I was like, great. And then so it was fun, but then you had to do prayer. And I was like, fuck, I hate the Bible. I hate doing this. We were in our bunks, and, like, they were like, get out your Bibles. And I was like, because I didn't have one. I was ill-prepared for this occasion. I said a week. I think it was only a weekend. But, so that happened. And then I think at that point in my life, I was like, you know what? I don't think this God thing is for me. I was maybe 7. And then the Camp Wapo sweatshirt I bought there, was super oversized, so I wore it well into middle school. And then I had several teachers being like, oh, you went to Camp Wapo? I didn't know you were Lutheran. I'm like, I'm not. I just own this. Thanks. Bye. That's my story.
I've never been to Bible camp.
No.
Never been to church camp. I've been to band camp.
How was band camp?
It always wound up being on the hottest day of the year.
Oh no.
Yeah. And one year some dipshit wore jeans.
Yeah.
And like a long sleeve shirt, and he had to go home because it was like 96 degrees outside, and the sun was bearing down on us. Yeah, he almost got heat stroke.
And then another time, my dude.
And then another time when, like, one of the few times it was cloudy. Like I went to band camp was a noon to 9 p.m. thing, for just 5 days in the middle of the summer. So I went to band camp 4 times. So that was over for 20 days. There was one day that was cloudy, and on that day, I remember we were marching drill formation, and one guy just made a turn, and his leg was like, I don't want to do this anymore, actually, and his knee just, like, popped out of socket.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, that's bad news, Bears. Well... yeah, I never did band camp because I don't have any skills, but that's okay. What instrument did you play?
I played sousaphone.
That's very cute.
Yeah, I played the tuba for like 8 years.
Yeah. My sister also played the tuba, but only because she's quite small, and she thought it'd be funny if she, as a very small person, tried to play the tuba.
Was it funny?
It was funny, but she only did it for like 2 years before she quit. Oh yeah. She did not have the commitment for it. And I do remember her playing it very badly in the basement, trying to practice. All right. Fabulous.
Recommendations?
Yeah. Oh shit.
I got one.
Okay, let's do this.
So my recommendation this week is a video game that I've been playing lately. I can't remember if I've recommended it before. I may have, but I'll recommend it again because I've like... about a month ago, I played like the first 2 hours of it, and I was like, hey, this is pretty good, but now I've like fallen headfirst into it. It's a game called CrossCode. Have I mentioned this on the show before, Blair?
I don't think so.
Okay. So CrossCode is a game about, it's the setup is like an MMO, but it's a single player game. Like the MMO is just like fabricated around the single player campaign. Mm-hmm. It's very much like Dot Hack. If you've ever played that. And you play as Leah, this girl who just loaded into the game one day on like the there's like an area of the game that's just like for devs only. Mm-hmm. But she loaded in there one day and she has no memory of what's going on, no memory of who she is, and she also, it's a very interesting thing that she is at the start of the game, she's a completely mute character, mm-hmm. because the diegetic reason for it is that her quote-unquote speech transposer or whatever is not working. And so gradually one of the guys who codes the game is just like manually adding in words for her to say. Sure. So it's this is a really small detail. I'm just thinking about it a lot now because that's this entire game. But it's really interesting to me how they managed to give her so much character and personality, because like until the 4th chapter, until the 5th chapter, she knows how to say hi, bye, and Leah, which is her name, and that's all she can say. And they still managed to craft like a full ass character out of her.
That's awesome.
And it's really good. But the aesthetic is really what pulled me in a little bit. It's very SNES styled. It's very pixel graphics, and I know pixel graphics often just generally, like, even if it's not SNES inspired, but like the music feels very much like it, and just like the way, like, it's way far more detailed than you would ever have seen in an SNES game, but it has like a SNES spirit, sure. Which I really appreciate. It's fucking gorgeous. The music is incredible. There's really in-depth gameplay and puzzles, and there's so many systems, but I never felt like I was out of my depths. But yeah, it's just, sorry, I got off.
It's
I
okay,
just rambled about it. I've been playing it a lot lately. It's extremely sweet. The writing is hilarious. It's one of the best games from, like, it is up there for me with Celeste and Return of the Obra Dinn, provided it does not completely fuck me over in the back half of it, because I'm about at the halfway point.
Sure. Well, it sounds promising.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah. So my recommendation this week is actually something that Sarah recommended to me on air last week. But I like dove right into it, and it's super fucking good. So documentary podcasts have been my new thing, especially true crime documentary podcasts. And season 3 of Serial is like the ethically sourced version of Small Town Dicks, because it's all this cop shit, filtered
but no
through
cops.
Someone else. Like, I don't have to listen to cops. Like, the thing about Small Town Dicks is, like, the 2 hosts are friends with the cops, and that's fine. But also, there's, like, you can't really challenge them on anything, or else it'd create, like, a weird atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, like, be like, can't have a fight with your co-host unless you're one of us. But...
Yeah. We don't fight, though.
No. We playfully spar.
Yeah. We measure our, like... The best thing to sharpen a blade is another blade.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, Serial obviously is done by This American Life, so it's really talented. Like, it's really well produced and everything, and the storytelling is all very good. But it's, as previously stated, it focuses on Cincinnati and just the legal system within Cincinnati. And
the legal system in the one single courthouse in Cincinnati.
Yeah. And it's the mundanity of the crimes, I think, is a lot more interesting than, say, like I don't know, jerking off to, like, crime scene photos. You know what I mean? Like, it's interesting in a way that I think if
I don't know anything about small town dicks, but based on your brief description just now, that show sounds miserable.
It's, like, not bad. It's, like, really interesting, but also you
kind of like that.
But you just kind of have to. It's just hard to do it knowing that these are cops, and, like, they're trying. And some of the stories have to do with holding other cops accountable, and that's great. But also, it's hard to take what they're saying sincerely, knowing that they're still trying to cover their own ass because this is still their profession. You know.
Yeah.
Because they, there was one story where they investigated someone for misusing his power, and then, like, he basically at the end of the story is like, I guess I really had to re-examine how I spoke to all these criminals and, like, informants and stuff like that, because I didn't really take them seriously before, and now I do. And I'm like, you know what, that's great, but also you're a cop, so I really don't know, like, I can't believe you had to go through that to understand that people's criminal records says very little about if they're truthful or not. Anyway. Serial season 3 is very good. End of discussion.
Yeah, thanks. And that's going to be podcast, I think. We have to do our wrap-up, but how long is this? Damn, this is well, okay, I did poop for about 10 of that.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Patreon is down, apparently.
Oh, no. If you
want to support us, patreon.com/fearbaiting supports both this and the Wonder Years. $1 a month, you get access to everything, including the polls, like we voted on for this week's episode. Not entirely sure how I'm going to do polls going forward, but I'll let you know when I figure that out. You also get access to any bonus content that we ever may do. $5 a month gets you a message right on the show, and your name right on the show, and you can also, at $10 a month, you get to make us watch a movie. It has to be scarier than Donnie Darko, though. Sorry, I'm just kind of going off my recollection of our Patreon tiers right now. So thank you very much to Ducky Aisha, Michael Kaiser.
We can just not say the names because Patreon is literally down right now, so we don't have to
I'm going to say it.
Okay.
Kit Spindler. Paul Moran, Paul Bechtel, and my girlfriend Allison.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you want to contact the show, you can do so at fearbaiting on Twitter, fearbaiting@gmail.com, or we have our ask box open on Tumblr, fearbaiting.tumblr.com. If you want to find me online, you can do so at blairkitch on Twitter, or blairkitch.tumblr.com.
You can find me on Twitter at I almost said Blair Kitch.
Nope, wrong one.
Yeah, that's you, not me. You can find me on Twitter at SunhatJania, and also Twitch. I'm going to start streaming again sometime soon, I promise. I've actually been working on learning a game.
Nice. Yeah, check out Sarah's other podcast, Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a little bit out of it.
That's okay. You can also listen to our sister podcast, The Wonder Years, where me, Sarah, and our friend Seda talk about Animorphs.
And Animorphs good.
Animorphs good. Speaking of Seda, thank you to Seda for our intro and outro music. You can find more of their works at gategoth5.online. And thank you to noisepace.xyz for supporting our show. You do a great service. Thank you. You can find more of their More of the podcast support hosted there. Noisepace.xyz.
Yep. That's gonna do it for this episode of Fear Baiting, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's the whole thing.
We did it. I'm proud of us. Proud of you. Proud of me. I should have plugged my phone in earlier because it's 40% and I have to go run errands.
We still have podcasts left.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for listening to Fear Baiting. We'll be back again next week with Blair's swan song from this podcast. Mm-hmm. We will send him off into that good night, and we will send him off, as he is so requested, with the film of...
Mom and Dad. Another Nicolas Cage vehicle.
We'll see you next week, folks.
Yeah, I have been Blair.
I continue to be Sarah.
And remember...
You can put a fucked up guy anywhere.
Peace out.